Is PointClub really the best place to earn cash taking online service and doing other online microtasks as it says here on the front page, or is it just a waste of time? My name is Michael from paidfromservice.com. I've been a member of this platform for a while, and in this PointClub review and tutorial I will give you an inside look and show you exactly what to expect so you know if it will be worth it for you or not. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of paid surveys and get paid to sites. I have now logged into PointClub, and I have actually previously made a review and tutorial of it, but it completely changed, so that's why I decided to make this new review and show you around, because it has included now and introduced more earning methods, and it might be a little bit confusing if you've not used it before to find out how to use it. But the main thing here on PointClub is actually the paid service. It's still the best way to earn here, in my opinion. Well, maybe it sounds a little bit weird because right now, as you can see, there are no service for me right now, but that depends on the country and your profile. But in the countries where it is mostly available, it has quite a decent amount of paid surveys available there, and the countries where it has definitely the most opportunities, it is in the US, but you can also find options in countries like Canada and the UK, in France, Germany, some in Brazil, some in Netherlands, and a few other countries. In theory, you can join no matter where you live, but if you know, in not all countries you will actually find any paid surveys here, but then there are other main earning methods that you can find to use no matter the country you live in. But the paid surveys, they are definitely best for the countries I just mentioned. When it comes to the paid surveys, PointClub has something unique that I have not really seen on any other sites, and that is that they have what is called a daily streak. And you see, at some point I reached level 7 out of 10. There are 10 levels actually, and the great thing about this is every day you log in and you go to the point bank and then the daily streak, and just make sure you just go here and make sure that it has registered, because then you will move up a step and you can reach, you get percentages, extra percentages of your earnings, and you can actually get up to 100% bonuses on your earnings. That means suddenly the service gives like a lot higher rewards. So and you don't have to actually be active to be registered to move up the ranks here. You just have to log in and then go visit the daily streak section there, and then you go here, and that is how you make sure that it actually registers it, and then yeah, you just get better earnings. So if you live in one of the countries that give good survey opportunities, definitely worth making sure to keep this daily streak going. But once you don't log in a day, it will jump a whole level back. So if you don't log in for a while, you will quickly drop down your rank. So it's important to just log in once in a while if you want to get this extra bonus. In addition to the PointClub surveys, you can also find up here offer board, and that's what on many other sites called offer walls. You can also sometimes find surveys here, additional surveys, and that means that even if you don't get a lot of access to the actually PointClub surveys I showed you on the front page there, you can find surveys here sometimes, and also all kind of offers. Some of the offers here gives good value for your time, others are not really worth it, so just make sure to read the conditions. Here, for example, you just need to click through and you get 3 points. I'll get to later how much the points are worth, but it's not a lot, let me just say that. But of course, the more it takes, like here you need to reach level 11 in this game, and then you will get 2,100 points because it takes a little bit more effort. Some of the offers can definitely be good. Just make sure to actually read the conditions, what you need to do, so you know if it will be worth the time for you or not. One extra thing that you might not notice at first is over here in the right side, there is this daily sweep shout box connected to Facebook. There's here. So this is a daily contest where you need to go to their Facebook page, and there the daily post a code, and you put that in here. So you need to like the post on their Facebook page and then put it in here, and then you will participate, and daily there will be 10 winners of 1,000 points. Let me just say, like, right away, there's usually a lot of participants, so the chances of winning are of course not big, but it also takes a few seconds to get the chance. So if you are actively using it anyways, to spend an extra few seconds to do that can definitely be worth considering. Up here in the menu, there's also something called Media Lab, and that is where you can watch content, and then you have to like judge it. Basically, you give it like a green, a red, or a yellow smiley after you watched it. It can be entertaining, and you see it's made for like look like a cinema or so, but small pieces of content, and that's fine, right? But you just have to be aware that you have to watch 13 pages of content and judge them to get just 30 points. And in a minute I will get to this, what the points are worth, but let me just say that this is not a fast way to earn, definitely not. The other ways are like the service and the offers, especially the service, if you get the daily streak going, are the best way to earn. This is only if you really think it's entertaining, because it's not an effective way to earn. A very important thing to know is, of course, also how you can then get your earnings out and when you can get them out. And you go to the point bank, and then you click over here, and that's where you set the goal, and that's the reward you can choose. And there are quite a few things to choose from. Here you can get paid in cash through PayPal. Personally, that's my favorite way to get paid on get paid to sites and service sites. It's very convenient, and I'm very happy that they actually offer that. But they also have, you could see Burger King and all kind of other rewards here. So it has a pretty good selection of rewards. And the only thing is that the payout threshold is a little bit high. It's $25, so it is definitely higher than some of the fastest paying service sites, for example. But it does have a good amount of opportunity, especially if you get the daily streak going, as I mentioned earlier. In addition to that, you actually do get a $5 joining bonus, so you get a good start and get quite a lot closer to the payout threshold right away. And they can only give this bonus, of course, because then they are sure that you also work a little bit longer, so you can't get them out until you've actually earned $25. So that's kind of like how it's often connected. The sites that give high joining bonuses also needs you to make sure you use the site a little bit longer. But great payout methods and quite flexible. You just need to be aware that you have to wait till you've earned $25 to get your cash out. Overall, I think PointClub is a fun and engaging service site and get paid to sites. It has quite a lot of opportunities, and they keep developing it and giving new fun ways to earn there. Especially this, like they really try to make it a little bit of a gamification, where it is like becomes fun to participate, and that's of course makes it more user friendly. You just need to be aware that that it doesn't give the same opportunities in all countries. But I mentioned earlier which countries are the best, but in theory you can join from all countries. What is really great is you get a $5 joining bonus just for signing up. That's easy. And then if you want to take the PointClub surveys, definitely make sure to log in regularly so you get this daily streak, because then you can get up to 100% bonus, and then the earnings really start to accumulate fast. So in my opinion, an interesting and nice user-friendly service site that is definitely worth checking out, especially if you live in the countries I mentioned earlier on. So I have even more details about it, and I also have a link so you can join through there if you want to see how to find it on my website paidfromservice.com. I will leave a link to that below this video, so make sure to check that out, and also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of paid service and get paid to sites.